Hey everybody, it's Kim and I'm back with another video today. This one is going to be on the Workshops on the Go card making guide from the Chantilly paper pack from Close to My Heart out of the new Spring and Summer 2013 catalog. And I'm going to go off camera, cut all these up into the packets that they go in. We're going to do a demo on all 3 cards today. I might do them all in one video, or I might have to break it up into 3 videos depending on how slow I am. So we'll see. This is Kim and I'm back with the cards for the Chantilly paper pack Workshop on the Go. And I made the first card here. They're all birthday cards, but you could make them in anything you wanted to make them into. So let's get started on the first card here. So what you're going to do, in your paper pack, or in your Workshop on the Go pack, it'll have a guide. And the first thing you're going to want to do is cut out all of your pieces for each card. And you can cut them out all at once, or you can cut them out, I think it's easiest to cut it out all at once, because then you kind of don't get lost on what you're cutting. And then just make a pile for all your pieces for card 1, card 2, and card 3, and keep them separate. That's the easiest way to do it. So for the card number 1, after you've cut out all your pieces, then you're going to come over here to the next page, and it says additional preparation. And the first thing it asks us to do is stamp image 1, and it shows up here what image 1 is, and it is this image right here on your stamp set. It's this image up here, and it says to stamp it in desert sand. I don't have desert sand, so I'm going to use cashmere. So you can use whatever you want. You don't have to follow their guides. So that was tough to open. Okay, so we're going to stamp image 1 on this little white piece here. It tells you on 1C, and if you look at your diagram, it'll tell you which piece is 1C, and in this case it is the white piece that is, I believe it was 1 1/4 by 3 1/4 is what it was, the measurements on that one. So ink up your stamp really good. I'm going to get one of these little inserts out. I've been told that that helps, so I'm trying to use those. Make sure you get that inked up really good. And then, of course, without me getting my head in the way, hopefully I can get this stamped on here fairly straight. Okay, and then you set that one aside, and it says to stamp image number 2, which is this little flaggy thing, looking thing here. And I don't have a little block that fits this, so I'm using way too big of a block, but just use what you got. And it says to stamp that in Sunset. Right here in this little space right here is what it's showing to do it in. So ink that up really good. And then we're going to stamp it in that space there, like that. And then it also says to stamp image number 3, which in this case is the Hope Your Day is Happy. And it says to stamp that in Lagoon, which I do have. So we're going to ink that up really, really well. And that goes in the little space created by that other stamp. Hope your day is happy. Okay, and then the next thing it says to do is to take your card. I'm going to close up 2 of these. We're only going to be using the Sunset now for the next part of this. And what it says to do is stamp image number, it says image number 3, nope, that's not right, image of this, never mind. Okay, pause that button, back to my cashmere. The next thing it says to do, man, that one's really tough to open, is to sponge around the edges of this piece here, which is number 1A, it says, is what it's calling this little green piece right here. So again, I'm using cashmere because I don't have desert sand, so this is probably a little darker, I think, than desert sand. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I have. That's what's working. Desert sand, I think, is a little closer to the craft color, the craft paper color, so that's probably why I asked for that. So I probably did a little bit much on that, but that's okay. Alright, so now we can close up that guy. Okay, so we're done with the additional preparations here, and then we can go over to this page over here, back page, where it says to put it together. Okay, so it says to tie a knot around one end ribbon that comes with your kit. Take a piece of ribbon and tie it around to tie a knot in it. Cut about 4 inches off, it says. I'm guesstimating here, it's probably more than 4 inches. But if we want to measure it, we can. That's 4 inches right there. I'm going to give it a little bit more there. And it says to tie a knot in one end. So we're just going to tie a knot. Maybe. Maybe not. This stuff is really easy off camera, and then you put a video camera on yourself, and all of a sudden you can't tie a knot in a piece of ribbon. So anyway, there you go. So this is a Chantilly paper, and that's the opposite side. I think that's really pretty, both sides. Sorry for my lighting, it's not in a good place still. So a little bit of adhesive on the back side of this to put that piece of knotted ribbon down. Okay, and then let's see what it says to do next. It says adhere to the card base. We'll wait to do that. Stamp image 11 twice with first and second generation ink on the card base. Okay, so image 11 is this, get the carrier sheet here, is this long arrows right here. And it shows it stamping it one way and then the other way, second generation. So second generation for Close to My Heart just means you stamped it once, then you do not re-ink it, and you stamp it again the second time without re-inking it. Gives you a shade lighter than what you stamped the first generation. So it's a good way to get 2 colors out of each stamp pad. So just kind of eyeball this, and you can do it either way you want. There's no science to this. Kind of one there. And then we're just going to flip either your stamp or your envelope around, and then stamp again. Second generation. As straight as you can get it. I'm not perfect at this for sure. And there you go. You have 2 different shades of that sunset color. Okay, and then we can go ahead and put this down like it said to do the step prior. My brain had already moved on to the stamping, so that's why I did it this way, but you can do it however you want. I guess maybe it had you do it that way so you could line things up better probably, but it's not where my brain was at. So anyway, so you put that down, and then you put your piece of paper that you had stamped, hope your day is happy. So I guess this isn't really birthday. This could be any day, because it doesn't say birthday. It just says hope your day is happy. So this could be just a card to cheer somebody up for the day. Or it could be a birthday. Could be either. So just put that on your piece of cardstock that you would cut out when you cut out all your pieces. And then you're going to... Actually, I'm not going to put this down yet. There goes my tape gun acting up again. Quit it. Pardon me while I fight with this, but I won, I think. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to put this down just yet. I'm going to first close this up so I don't stick my hand in it. Those are new, so they're kind of being a little tough to open, and I have heard that that if you take a file and just file that little holder down a little bit, it makes it easier to open and close. Anyway, it says to take a piece of 1.5 inch ribbon and fold it in half and attach it behind image 1B, which is what I just stamped. Okay, so we're going to take a piece of ribbon, about 1.5 inches long, and I'm actually going to cut this. I'm going to kind of cut those ends. I'm going to just kind of hold it there. I think I'll put a little bit of tape back here. This might be easier than I did it on my first card. And go ahead and put that ribbon down on there. Yeah, that's a lot easier than I did it the first way. Okay, and then this you're going to want to put kind of midway on the green, and so your little ribbon's not sticking off the edge of your card. And then also in that pack they send some little wooden buttons with adhesive on the back, and it says to put 2 of those on, and I think it kind of looks okay with just one right there. So that's all I'm going to use, I think, because then you gotta worry about getting them spaced just perfectly, and I just like it. I'll show you the other one I did it with 2, and I just think it looks better with 1. So, and those just peel off, and then another nice and sticky, and then go right on there. So there's the second one with 1 little button on it. See there? And then this is one with 2. I kind of like it better with 1, but you can do it however you want. So that's card number 1. Really quick and easy once you have all the pieces cut out. You could make a bunch of these just because you could stamp everything, like all of each one, you know, boom, 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 boom. You could make 5 cards super quick. So there's card number 1. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.